Today's news. Today's news.
Jr. for Health Secretary. Nobody's going to be able to do it like you. Critics sound off.
It couldn't be more potentially devastating.
Study raises health red flag.
80% of American adults will be overweight or obese by 2050.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kaysen with the CBS World News Roundup. President-elect Donald Trump has inflamed critics with his latest cabinet pick. He's tapped vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to be Health and Human Services Secretary. He'd oversee the CDC and FDA. Here's CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
President-elect Donald Trump raised his pick last night.
If you like health, and if you like people that live a long time, it's the most important position. RFK Jr.
It's what the Trump team sees as a campaign promise kept.
I'm going to let him go wild on health. I'm going to let him go wild on the food. I'm going to let him go wild on medicine.
But what critics feared, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has a long record of criticizing vaccines and has spread false and misleading claims about their safety.
There's no vaccine that is safe and effective.
And recently, he's advocated for removing fluoride from drinking water, but his pledge to combat chronic disease and to take on big food and drug companies found a home in the MAGA movement and beyond.
Don't you want healthy children? Don't you want the chemicals out of our food? And that's what President Trump told me that he wanted.
After a week of controversial picks, last night Trump announced what could be a safe one. North Dakota's Governor Doug Burgum.
He's going to head the Department of Interior, and he's going to be fantastic.
Burgum, who ran against Trump for the Republican nomination before becoming one of his staunchest allies, has strong ties to fossil fuel companies. He will lead the administration's plans to increase oil and gas production on federal land.
There's word Pete Hegseth, the Army vet and Fox News host picked by Trump to be defense secretary, was investigated for an alleged sexual assault in Monterey, California in 2017. No charges were filed. The Trump transition has signaled it might back Israel if it takes over the West Bank. International groups say it should belong to the Palestinians. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer is in Ramallah.
Jewish outposts steadily encroach on what has been Palestinian land. Now the Palestinians fear President Trump's slate of pro-Israel officials will make it worse, especially his pick for ambassador to Israel, the evangelical Christian Mike Huckabee, who doesn't believe in a Palestinian state. Right-wingers in Israel's government believe the West Bank is Israel anyway.
To Israel.
And hope Trump will help them take it. Not only would that be illegal under international law, lawmaker Mustafa Barghouti says it's a recipe for disaster.
That means eternal conflict, eternal struggle, because we will not give up as Palestinians. We will not give up our right to be free.
And the conflict that President Trump has said he wants to end may only get worse.
The major wildfire along the New York-New Jersey border is now 70% contained. It's burned more than 4,700 acres. CBS's Tom Hansen reports it's been a tough fight.
Firefighters battling the Jennings Creek fire are working tirelessly to put out the blaze. Their marching orders were clear.
Go out and do dangerous things and come back safe.
Armed with heavy equipment, this elite team of firefighters led us up smoldering hillsides. The dense brush
Ooh, that was close.
made an already difficult hike even more challenging. Hundreds of feet above our starting point, we met a team racing to clear a strip of soil.
Earth and soil will not ignite. So once fire were to creep down this hill, it will hit this vegetation and then die down.
For Peter Mount, this back-breaking work has become the norm during an historically dry fall.
It's long hours, 12, 13, 14 hours a day.
4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 41 degrees in Fairfield, California, or Vacaville, California.